Why do they call the BYD Yangwang U8 the game changer in the EV market? A sleek design that turns heads and cutting-edge technology. Is it the case here, or is it simply a marketing tool? Today, I'll strip down the Yangwang U8 and see if it's a good enough reason to switch to electric. BYD Company started as a humble rechargeable battery maker in 1995. It's now evolved into a global high-tech powerhouse. Their production spans various sectors, like automobile, rail transit, new energy, and electronics. Over 30 industrial parks worldwide, including in the United States, Canada, Japan, Brazil, Hungary, and India. They're also about the Go Green movement and zero-emission energy solutions. Their presence is felt across 6 continents, over 70 countries and regions, and over 400 cities. What's more, they're listed on the Hong Kong and Shenzhen stock exchanges and recognized as a Fortune Global 500 company. The Yangwang U8 is an all-luxury version, launched on September the 20th last year, but has already racked up over 30,000 orders. A lot of people are excited about this luxury electric SUV. But why? After all, it's pretty hefty. The U8's luxury version is just over €140,000. For the price, you get an all-wheel drive that comes with quad electric motors, delivering a jaw-dropping 880 kilowatts or 1,179 horsepower. Yeah, you heard me right. And despite being a bit of a beast size-wise, this thing can zoom from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 3.6 seconds. But it isn't just about flexing its muscle though. It's got an impressive 180 km continuous and 1,000 km drive range, one high bar for electric vehicles. The U8 is the perfect size for city life, nimble enough to zip through traffic and a breeze to park. The stripped-down version might not have all the flashy extras, but it still has good looks. BYD knew exactly which design elements to keep to ensure this car turned heads, and it kinda reminds me of the Land Rover Defender. The LED headlights blend seamlessly into the illuminated grille, giving the front a futuristic vibe. Then you have the boxy fenders and squared-off wheel arches sitting over those stylish 20-inch alloy wheels. The flush door handles add to the sleek profile, and the hexagonal spare wheel cover on the tailgate is a cool touch. And man, those futuristic split LED taillights, they're the kind of detail that make you do a double take. It comes in 2 trim levels, the Premium Edition and the Off-Road Master Edition. And as you can probably guess from the names, the Off-Road Master is built for rough and rugged adventures. It's got all the bells and whistles to tackle tough terrains, like a boulder front bumper, adjustable and removable roof rails, and even a snorkel. The U8 is a big boy, 5,319mm long, 2,050mm in width, and 1,930mm in height. Almost as big as a Land Rover Defender 130 P400X. But despite its size, the U8 has only seating for 5. There's no third-row seating option, so it's all about giving those 5 passengers a spacious and comfortable ride. At the heart of the U8 is a 2.0-litre turbocharged internal combustion engine that powers a 49.05 kWh battery. This battery is integrated into the chassis, making it a core part of the U8 structure. And then, there are the 4 electric motors. Each can crank 220 kilowatts, bringing the total output to 880 kilowatts and 1,280 newton-meters of torque. That's some serious muscle under the hood. The ride is packed with cutting-edge tech, E4 platform, and the D-SUS-P technologies. The E4 is a big deal. It's the world's first mass-produced 4-motor independent drive technology platform. Each wheel gets its own motor. This means more control, more power, and most importantly, top-tier safety and performance. The ultimate control over the car's dynamics is way beyond what traditional fuel vehicles offer. The torque vectoring is where the U8 really shines. Each wheel gets precise torque control, so even if you blow a tire, the U8 keeps it cool and stable. This is pushing the boundaries of what we expect from active automotive safety. The U8 is a range extender electric vehicle with a 2.0-litre turbo internal combustion engine, but here's the catch. The engine's only job is to charge its 49.05 kWh blade battery. This setup gives you a range of 180 kilometers on a single charge, and with a full 75-litre fuel tank, you're looking at over 1,000 kilometers. That's some serious mileage. Under the hood, it's fitted with a D-SUS-P suspension system and an NVIDIA Drive Orin system on a chip. This little chip can handle a whopping 508 TOPS computational power. It's processing data from 38 sensors, including 3 LiDARs. When it comes to recharging, the U8 supports DC fast charging up to 110 kilowatts, which means you can juice it up from 30 to 80% in just 18 minutes. Another standout feature is the electronically controlled four-wheel drive system with advanced torque vectoring functions. It reacts 100 times faster than conventional systems, giving you that extra edge in control and responsiveness. And let's not forget the BYD DSA's intelligent body control system. It's all about making the U8 agile and adaptable to various driving scenarios. Think less risk of rollovers, less jostling for passengers during sharp turns, and better protection under tough road conditions. The star of the show is the Yangwang U8, BYD's halo brand, featuring their latest tech, including the DSP suspension system. Unlike traditional air suspensions, this hydraulic suspension works with the vehicle's cameras and LiDAR to adjust stiffness, ride height, and drive mode according to the road conditions. Underneath the Yangwang U8 is the E4 architecture, a quad-motor powertrain delivering a massive 880 kilowatts. It's a unique chance to see how these motors are mounted, with locking diffs front and rear and a control unit for the E4 system in the middle. There's also the DSP system, which ensures the vehicle remains level even on uneven surfaces. For those tight parking spots, the Yangwang U8's E4 architecture can make parallel parking in a 6-meter space despite the vehicle's substantial size. One of the most intriguing features is the E4 concept car. It lacks a braking system and steering column. BYDs can control the car using the 4 electric motors for turning and braking. Finally, the Yangwang U8 has an optional drone system co-developed with DJI. The drone can land on the car where it's charged and can have its batteries automatically swapped. The interior is decked out with Nappa leather, giving it that luxurious feel. But the real showstoppers are the screens. 6 massive ones. There's a 23.6-inch instrument panel for the driver, a 12.8-inch central control screen, and another 23.6-inch infotainment screen for the co-pilot. The rear passengers aren't left out either. They get their own screens mounted on the back of the front seats. And there's one more LCD on the console between the rear seats. Even the front row passenger gets their own 23.6-inch screen. And there's more, a 70-inch augmented reality heads-up display, making your drive feel like a sci-fi movie. And the sound system has a whopping 22 speakers. There's a thermographic camera and an integrated satellite phone for the not-so-common tech. And guess what? The U8 can do a 360-degree tank turn. Hell with that, it can even float. I'm not kidding, it goes both on water and ground. The crab mode, they call it. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the price. The luxury version of the U8 is priced at over 140,000 euros. That's a serious chunk of change. It's in the premium market segment, which is out of reach for those hunting for more affordable electric options. The U8 is a big guy, measuring over 5 meters in length and 2 meters in width. In the city, where space is at a premium, maneuvering and parking this beast might be a bit of a hassle. Despite its size, the U8 only seats 5 in its standard configuration. This might seem like a missed opportunity for families, or anyone needing extra seats to use all their space more efficiently. It's loaded with tech, but if you're not a tech wizard, you need to be a bit of a brainiac to get the most out of all these features. If you choose the 7-seater, just a heads up, the third row isn't the comfiest spot in the car. It's a common issue in many SUVs, but it's worth noting, especially if you're regularly hauling a full crew. While the U8 has a decent range, how far you'll get on a charge can vary. Plus, finding a convenient spot to charge up could be challenging, depending on where you live. BYD is still making a name in the global luxury electric SUV market. This might affect how well the U8 holds its value over time, something to consider if you see your car as an investment. Electric vehicles are great for reducing emissions, but there's the environmental cost of producing and recycling their batteries. Well, it's actually common for the whole industry. In the end, despite a few drawbacks, would you say that the BYD Yangwang U8 might become the future of electric mobility? Let me know in the comment section, and make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss the exciting content I send your way.